Alright, so before I start, I kind of want to talk about I need help. I kind of want to hit that 400 mark at some point. So please, if you at least somewhat enjoyed this, please feel free to subscribe or give me a comment on what I need to fix to get you to subscribe. So, today I kind of want to talk about a game that I just recently purchased on the Oculus Quest store, which is HyperDash. HyperDash was a very popular game in SideQuest, and if you don't know what SideQuest is, it's like where you can try out or like demo games that are either going to be coming out on the Oculus and all of the different formats of it, and then when it comes out you can buy it, but it's normally like free games, or you can do kind of like how Steam does the early access, like you buy into it. So it was a very popular game on it, and I was hearing people talk about it. It was going to be a great game, and it was kind of interesting. As you can see, it's a very different looking type of shooter. It's not like Population 1, and it's not like Pavlov or Contractors or anything. It's more of a arena shooter game. And for the price of it, it's $20. $20 for a shooter game, and it looks super fun, so of course I'm gonna give it a shot. And I'm just gonna tell you now, like before I even really tell you much about the game, it is smooth. Like, I mean buttery smooth. The movement feels good, and the dash mechanic feels very good. I know for a lot of people, they're going to be seeing the comfort level as moderate, and seeing like the big movement and the dash, and be a little bit hesitant about the motion sickness, because I know there's games like the Climb and everything where it's a little bit higher on the motion sickness scale. But no, I had a great time with it, and it feels smooth. It feels very good. Everything makes sense. You're jumping around, like, so you're not fully like it doesn't feel like you're moving. You're kind of teleporting, and then I think that kind of helps with the nature of the game on how you aren't actually just jumping it, or like you're just not moving. And then with the rails and everything, because the rails are a very big part of the game, is it kind of feels like an on-rail shooter. Kind of feels like super hot in a little way. So I think that makes it a little bit easier to jump in, knowing that you're not going to have that kind of intense feeling. And I love it. The game feels great. The dashing mechanic is so much fun. So here's a couple things about the game that I'm just going to give you a little quick rundown of it. There's 5 modes. Payload, which is kind of like the Overwatch version, where you're just sitting on a payload, I guess, or a moving barge, and it's taking you in. You got to get from one point to the other, and there's checkpoints and everything. And then you have Domination, which is normal Call of Duty. 3 points, capture it. The more points you have, the more you're going to be able to end up holding it, or getting the more points. Then you have Control Point, which is the King of the Hill from like Halo or Hardpoint in Call of Duty. Normal Deathmatch, which is Team Deathmatch, and then Free-for-all Deathmatch. And then you're going to have a weird one, which is called Mutators. Mutators is going to be a random map, random mode, and then like they're going to change things up, like the rules of the game, like let's say instant spawns or delayed spawns and so on. I haven't really messed around with that mode too much. I've really been enjoying Payload. As you progress, you get cool things such as skins for the guns, as well as helmets and all of that stuff. And it's free. And I know it's technically not free since it's a $20 game, but for other $20 games or $25 games, you're paying premium to have that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see that you're getting at least some cool things just for even buying the game. The maps are cool, and the maps and movement really feel like I want to say Quake or Unreal Tournament, and that's kind of why I, as you can probably see in the title, as long as I didn't change it, HyperDash is VR's version of Quake. I'm bumping around and jumping around, and kind of feels like I'm bunny hopping in a way, and it makes sense. It's fun. It works. I don't mind that it's super like sci-fi and definitely not super realistic. I think that would take away from the game for me. I think it's good that it is very normal based, or very like, it kind of reminds me of that game Warsaw. Warsaw, it was a free-to-play arena shooter, and the maps kind of feel like that, and it's perfectly fine. There's a little bit of a learning curve to the game, especially with you're always dual wielding guns, so trying to shoot with your left hand if you're right-handed, and figure out which guns work better for what hand. Like there's a rocket launcher which I'll put in my left hand versus having it in my right, because my right is a little bit more easy for me to aim. I'm not going to use the revolver type gun in my left hand because I'm right hand dominant, but it may change for everybody else. So there is a learning curve to the game, including like when to charge shot and when to not. I'm definitely going to be playing this a whole lot more. It's a lot of fun, and for $20, I highly recommend it. I'm just going to play out the rest of the game for you guys, show you what it's like. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
remaining. Checkpoint.
raro. Nice. Tricky. There's two of them. golden. Didn't mean to be, but I am.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Red team wins.
Let's go, lady!